Hello, everyone. Nice to see you again. I hope everybody's having a good day, and I hope that you guys continue to have a good week ahead. There should be a video playing in the background today. I'm going to try to do a lot more videos in the background because it's fun and I like to do things that way. I feel like I need to add a little bit more to the video than just me talking right now because I've been feeling I don't know, I've been feeling kind of stagnant in my mood and I've been feeling kind of low energy. So I need something to kind of bring a little bit of life back into the video. Plus, it's been a while and I'm trying to get back used to making videos on a regular basis. Hopefully I can actually make that happen. But there should be a lot more videos in the background. And also, if I make a gaming video in the background, then that'll count as a gaming video because I have a lot of activities that I have to do, and I don't think I'm gonna have the time to really try to do me playing the game and filming myself playing the game at the same time. Pretty much a lot will have to like calm down a little bit and become a lot more organized before I can actually come back together with the whole filming myself playing the game at the same time while I'm playing the game. But you guys will see some gaming in my channel at some point. Plus, I haven't played the game in months, and I need to figure out a way to fit that back into the day because it doesn't make any sense to have a console and not use it, you know? And also, as far as my art, I'm still going to be posting my art on my other social medias, profiles. So I'll be posting a lot more art that I've drawn or coloring pages or even some stickers that I collect on my other social media. And so you can pay attention to the other social media if it's taking me a while to post a video. Because I don't know how long it's going to be for the next one. And I know I need to do something in the meantime. So in the meantime, you can look at what I actually create, my coloring pages and my sticker collection, until I can actually figure out what to do in a video. Because it's amazing how you can go a long time without making a video and not know what to do. But the only way to get through all of the what do I do is to just start doing something. So this is my start, and hopefully this is a start to something that's going to be a lot more of a regular thing. As far as my watching habits, I've been watching The Purge here lately. So far, I've watched the movies, and I'm currently on the series. I'm currently on episode 7, and so far, I'm liking the drama because it's The Purge. I mean, what am I supposed to say? I like the fact that people get hacked in a fucking TV series or movie. I don't know. I feel weird saying that, even if it is just fiction. But yeah, I've been into that. As far as watching Berserk, I still have to get back to rewatching everything from Berserk from the beginning all the way to the end. And what I mean by doing that, I mean watching it from its earlier animated version all the way to remastered, because it started out in 2D originally and then they did a 3D version. I was introduced to Berserk through the 3D version, and then I eventually found the 2D on YouTube somewhere. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing that again as well. As far as my reading habits, I've been kind of all over the place. I guess I'll let y'all know what I've read once I've completed a book. Yeah, I've been reading a couple of chapter books here, a couple of manga there. I think I pulled out a comic book on and off, because I haven't really been reading comics since I've been reading Haunt of Fear. And I haven't even completed either volume, because I only got 2 volumes of that and I haven't completed either one. I plan on getting back into it around Halloween. And that's pretty much it. Like, I don't really feel like there's much to update because I haven't really been doing much aside from trying to organize this room and get it ready for lesson time for the girls, and trying to pretty much just organize everything around me. Like, everything around me has been a disheveled chaos, and that's in my head and around me because it's like I'm trying to get everything into order, and hopefully I can get everything into a nice good order and routine to the point where everything is just going like clockwork. I was just looking around the room for a couple minutes. I'm always pausing these videos in between because I'm trying to figure out what to do, and maybe I might have to do a little bit of rearranging things in the room. Like I mentioned before, I have made a big mistake in the process of creating my mini comics, and I just wanted to show you guys. So what had happened was I was trying to be a little bit adventurous with my art, and I tried to make a comic with crayon and acrylic paint marker, or acrylic paint whenever I run out of acrylic paint in the markers. But when I laminated, because it was a hot press laminate, it kind of melted the crayon and it turned the cover into this. I've already posted this online, so you've probably already seen this. But yeah, you can see how the crayon is like smeared all the way to even into the parts that's not the comic. So if I do any more crayon art in the future, I'm gonna scratch where I put the crayon to try to smooth the wax out so that it doesn't smear like that anymore. Other than that, I'm pretty sure that this is gonna still be the pose of the character. Like, this isn't the final version of the comic. This is just a start. And, you know, we all have to start somewhere. We're never going to be perfect from the beginning. And I am not perfect from the beginning, and I never was perfect from the beginning. And I've been through a lot of times when people have told me my art was bad. And I still kind of feel insecure about that today, even though I'm starting to, like, not really take all that stuff seriously now. But here's another comic that I posted online. This one isn't done with crayon. This is done with marker. I think, yeah, mostly marker, if not completely marker. But yeah, I've posted that online as well. So yeah, future reference, if you ever see any of my art pieces where you see scratch marks on it, it's because I've done it with crayon, and I plan on laminating it in the future so I don't have the same problem as before. Also, I'm trying to do a lot of things with different grades of art supplies because I've been watching it on the internet a lot, and before I started to really have access to a lot of art stores, the only thing I could have access to was Crayola, Crazy Art, and many of the other cheaper kids art supplies. So I'm going to perfect what I already know. And again, this is around the time where I should start figuring out how to do things in a more structured way than what I've done before. So I'm taking these art supplies that are meant for children, and I'm going to try to make it look a little bit more professional. I just thought about something for a second. I remember back in the day when I did some writing to an album. I think when you have writer's block, a good idea is to listen to one of your favorite albums and write a story or a play based off of the album. So each song on the album can be a different scene in the story. I think it's a good idea because each song that's ever written has a story to it, just like any book, movie, or TV series anyway. So to try to create a story based off of an album and then read it back to yourself. It's a good exercise to get the creative juices flowing, and also it's fun. I mean, I did one on the Thriller album when I was in high school. I don't know where I put the play. I don't even know if it still exists in the house. But yeah, I did a scene or a different part of the story based off of the song. And there's plenty of other exercises too, but I think trying to write and draw to music is like the fastest way to start your creative journey if you're like having a hard time really getting in there. If I can think of anything else fun, I'll bring it up in another video. But yeah, try writing a story and having each scene be based off of a different song in the album, and see if that doesn't help you create more of your own work. Another thing that's been helping me with my story creation is playing those story games, you know, choices, chapters, episodes, etc. I have not actually played one of the games last month, but I am starting back this month. I think I don't know the title, because some of the titles are like, they're memorable, but it's like one word generic things, you know, most of the time. But I'm liking this app so far, and then again, it's basically like reading a book, but it's in digital form. But the only difference between the story games and reading a chapter book and or manga or comic book is the fact that you can actually control what happens in the story. When I play these stories, I try to think about making choices in my purest form when I play the game the first time, and then experiment if I do it a second or third or whatever. But yeah, those games do kind of make you want to write, because there's some things in the story that's like so outrageous, and it's like you wouldn't even really take it seriously if it was written somewhere else, I guess. Or maybe I'm just thinking about those damn ads, because even the story games have these weird ads to them that's like really outrageous. I mean, I guess maybe the outrageous ads are working. I don't know. But then again, I don't play the story the story ads. I don't play the story games because of the ads anyway. I play the story games because it's nice to actually fit some reading into the day by doing this, and it's fun because it's still a game, you know? But one of the things that's been consistent is that I have been doing a lot of drawing. So there should be a lot more art being posted soon. I've been drawing a lot of my comic pages, and I've been getting into thumbnailing. I think thumbnailing might actually help me complete my comics faster, because there's some things that I've been taking a long time with, like creating the comic page itself, coloring, trying to do some kind of shading, because, well, I'm not really very detailed with my art, and I'm trying to perfect it a little bit more. Starting off where you are is one of the best things that you can do, because it gives you a start. This video right here is just my start to get back into things. I know I haven't really been very lively in this video, and I know that everything is just kind of hard to really get back to. Once I'm done with all these jitters, I probably should be a little bit more comfortable with the video, because I haven't spoken on camera in a while, and this is what happens when you're not consistent. You're not thinking about what to talk about, you're not planning for videos, and everything just winds up being a mess. I'm doing this in the morning because I tried to record another video that probably would have turned out worse than this. So But yeah, there should be more videos in the background. And aside from, like I said, the gaming videos that I plan on making in the future, I should be doing more challenge videos. Because, yeah, I could keep coloring on camera and having a whole bunch of other things in the background. But that will eventually get boring and, you know, there's only so many coloring things that I can do. So I'll probably, like, play around with some challenges. Maybe do an all red challenge, or maybe do nothing but gel pen, you know, practice around with some art supplies and play around with some techniques or whatever. I don't know if my eyes were playing tricks on me. This is just a random thought, but I think there's supposed to be a PS6 coming out sometime soon. I don't know if I saw that wrong, but I think it is. I remember back in the day when they were talking about the PS5, I think they said they were going to stop at PS8. I mean, my memory might be wrong as fuck, but I think they said they were going to stop at PS8, so does this mean they're getting closer to not making any more PlayStations? Even though, based off of the title, you can probably make PlayStation 1000 if you really felt like it. Even though I don't know what the hell that would be. Like, what features would a PlayStation 1000 have that the others don't? Especially when we have AI and VR and all that stuff now. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love technology, but I don't really know how far we can or should push it. I mean, there's some things that humans still gotta get up and do. Like, at some point, you gotta do things yourself. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would love a little robot buddy or a big robot buddy like Rosie, but I still wouldn't, like, work the robot to death, you know? Because eventually, especially if you have the ability to, you might as well get up and do what you need to and want to do. But that's a robot probably like far into the future issue and not like a now issue. But I wonder, like, what is it gonna do that the PS5 isn't already doing? I mean, can't you already go and do VR with the PS5? After trying that VR thing at Dave & Buster's, I don't think I'm gonna be a regular VR player. Plus, I have glasses on and everything too. That thing was so fucking hard to deal with because I had to make sure it didn't crush my glasses and I could actually see. Because I remember when I put the helmet on in Dave & Buster's, my jank was like this. If I did want to be a regular VR player, I'd probably have to have prescription VR. That would be hell of expensive. Because I would have to get my eyes checked just to play the video game. That is ridiculous. Which one looks better? 1 or 2? Halo or Call of Duty? Oh, wait, one more. Splatoon. Just to play VR. I forgot what that jank was called back in the day, but I think Nintendo kind of had their own little, like, old school VR set. But, you know, we didn't have the technology back then that we had now. And I think the console was, like, all red. And, you know, everything looked, like, everything wasn't Pong, but it had the same graphics as Pong. So you just had this headset and you were just looking at this all day. Doop, doop, doop. I love technology. I don't know what I would do without it. Honestly, I don't know what I would do without my computer. I'd probably panic without my computer. There's so much I do on my computer, even if for the most part I just use it for entertainment and storage transfer. Yeah. Oh yeah, I also do have backup plans for just in case the power goes out, because we've been having a lot of power outages here of lately, and luckily there's been none that's happened this month, so I'm really fucking happy about that. But I do have a typewriter that isn't connected to any electricity, because I was about to say electronic. It's not connected to any electronic. Like, I don't know what's going on with my brain. My brain is just all over the place. I feel like I'm trying to display a lot of information and it's all just coming out at once and I can't get a sentence out clearly. But yeah, if the power were to go out, as far as me making chapter books or writing the scripts to my stories, that could happen because my typewriter is not connected to any electricity. It's just a matter of getting used to using the typewriter and spacing everything out properly. I haven't pulled out that typewriter in months. Then again, I haven't typed anything in months, so I need to really get back to that. Obviously, typing is a lot faster on the computer than what it is with the typewriter. Just like doing digital art is faster than traditional art, but I am way better at traditional art than I am at digital. I might post some of my digital drawings soon, some of my latest digital drawings, and you'll definitely see the difference between my traditional art and my digital art. And most of y'all have seen my traditional art because that's been the main thing that I've been posting anyway. But yeah, I got me a little typewriter, so just in case we have a random power outage, I can still be productive. Most of my art is traditional, so as far as drawing, I'll always be able to produce something art-wise. As far as entertainment, when the power goes out, I can read, even though creating my comics is entertainment within itself. But I can also read. And because I have a variety of books here, I'm not really going to get bored. I get real nervous around the time when the power goes out because my husband's going to be so bored. His de-stressor and his main activity is electronic and internet based. Even the last power outage, he was just surviving off of his phone. And luckily his phone has data that he can use on there, but it's like, what is he gonna do if the power goes out and he can't really use his phone like that? Because every bit of his de-stressor is video games and whatever he feels like watching on the internet. Like I said, I'm good because I read, I draw, I write, and I can even type on a typewriter. So I'm good as far as entertainment. Honestly, I don't know what the girls are going to do either, because once the DSs go dead, their tablets go dead, they can't use a Switch because that's gone dead. Because there are some things that you can do on the Switch that you don't need the internet for, but there's a lot of things, especially if you want your backwards compatible games, that you have to do on the Switch. I wonder if you can like buy a cartridge with the emulators on it, so just in case the power does go out, you don't need the internet to play it. I don't know. I'm thinking about getting the girls one of those all-in-one cartridges for the DSs, because we have a DSi and we have a 2DS, and they don't really make games for that anymore, so I might as well get like an all-in-one so they can play multiple games at once. Because most of the games we have in here is for the 2DS, and a lot of the games that would have been for the DSi, I'm sorry, my sinuses are terrible. For the DSi, I don't even know where they are. The house ate it. There's a lot of things in here that I can say the house ate, because I had it about a month or maybe even a year ago, but now I need a map to find it. Especially if I want it now. That's why it's always good to have many different hobbies that you participate in, at least a good 5 at the most. You can have more. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having a bunch of activities to do, because boredom doesn't lead you anywhere if you stay in the bored area. You know, if you just do nothing, what happens after that? So it's a good thing to have a bunch of hobbies, because you never know when you're going to have to adapt. Like I said, if power goes out, I'm good. I can draw, I can write, I can read. I mean, I got to tend to the girls all day. I got to cook. So I got a bunch of stuff to do. Hopefully the power doesn't go out, but, you know, like I said, it's just hypothetically speaking. Hey, I'm about to wrap this video up. I got a lot to do today. I'm doing this in the morning, so I'm trying to get everything back in order so that I can continue my journey of making their school year a lot easier. You know, make their school year smooth like butter. But yeah, if you want me to do a paid commission for you, like you pay me, I draw for you, you can email me for that. I'm always posting art on all of my social media, so if it takes me a while to make another video, which it probably will, because I need to plan better. It just is what it is. If I do anything new, like if I'm reading a new book, watching a new series, 9 times out of 10, if I talk about the series, it's probably because I'm done watching it. So once I've completed something, then I'll talk to y'all about it or whatever. There's going to be some challenge videos in the background videos. Any video that has gaming in the background, that's just going to count as a gaming video, because it's way more convenient for me to do things that way. But hey, I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye for now.